What should happen? Nothing. Why? What did you speak? Nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves. See, don't look at me cause I'm blessed. Don't roll your eyes cause I'm blessed. I done learned how to talk. Look at another person like you ain't scared of him or her and tell him, you gonna get what you saying. Now look back at another person and say, what you been talking about? See, I've been talking miracles. I've been talking blessings. I've been talking favor. I've been talking wisdom. I've been talking money. I've been talking favor. What have you been talking about? Can I be honest? There are people in here that love certain folk. But the one thing they dislike about them is how negative they talk. I've known men that love a woman, love how she looked, love how she dressed, even like the way Sister Gail walk. What does he dislike? The way she talks. Ain't nothing like a po-mouthing woman when a man trying to go somewhere, when he trying to do what God would have him to do, yet he got to deal with a po-mouthing woman. We need to step out. Well, don't you think we ought to? See, death, listen, equates a curse. Life equates a blessing. Listen, it's in your mouth, the power to have either one. God sent you somewhere to get a job. What are you saying before you go in there? Is you getting out the car saying, this job mine? Whoever came before me, they were qualified or not, it does not matter. The real one has showed up to claim what belongs to them. And everybody else need to get in the back of the line, go to the back of the bus. This is my job. Or do you get out talking about I'm going, but I know they ain't gonna hire me. I'm gonna do it. Because y'all just been on me about filling out this application. Now I did it. Now watch, nothing happens like I always tell you. What should happen? Nothing. Why? What did you speak? Nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves. See, don't look at me cause I'm blessed. Don't roll your eyes cause I'm blessed. I done learned how to talk. And I'm not coming down to your pole level. It ain't gonna happen. When I got taught this right, first thing I said, if anything gonna change at my house, my mouth gotta change. My mouth got to change. Every time I get a nickel, I gotta spend a dime. You know that's gonna. You know that means you in the negative. You know that means you bouncing checks. That means you paying bills late, and that means you gonna be forever renting and never owning, baby. It's coming out of your mouth. Every time I get a little bit of money, I got to borrow it from Peter to pay Paul. You will be forever getting money and running to give it away. Never possessing it, working hard, but getting nowhere. Why? It's your mouth. See, listen, he said death and life is in the power of the tongue. So if I want life, if I'm not playing about life, not just existing, but truly living, if I want to live how God ordained man to live, then my talk needs to say that. Right? Is this confusing you? You got to get your mouth right. Because some of what's happening with us, you listening? Not a work of the devil, not a work of demons. Listen, not even a work of your haters. Because some of you always got to be the victim. This always got to be somebody's fault. Wait, can I talk to you, Sister Gail? Can it be your fault? Young person, can it be your mouth? You can take all the notes in the world. You can get every CD I preached this year. But if you don't get your mouth right, you will not experience what I'm proclaiming. Because you ain't talking right. You ain't talking right. Well, he don't know what I'm going through. I can put that back on you now. You don't even know what I'm going through. I had one of the roughest weeks. Early part of the week, I was going through tough trial. When I came in here Wednesday night, I had one thing after the other to go wrong. Enemies trying to talk this, that, and the other. But I had to put the devil in his place. Let him know I know I'm blessed. I know what trials are about. I know this came to promote me. I know it's my season. I know it's my time. You might as well get behind me, Satan. See, that's when you got to talk. Before you be seated, just look at somebody and tell them, say, it's easy to talk right when things go right. Tell your neighbor, you got to get your mouth right when all hell breaking loose. You got to speak live, watch when you see death. Jesus knew who he was when he stepped in that graveyard. And they told him Lazarus had been stinking. He'd been in there 4 days. You don't want to roll away that stone. You ain't no telling how he smelled. Jesus said, do you not know who you talking to? You talking to the life giver. You talking to the one that is the resurrection. I just don't resurrect. I am the resurrection. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live again. And the life talker stepped in front of that grave and said, Lazarus, come forth, live again, move again, talk again, walk again. And the dead man, you better tap 2 folks and tell them you got the ability to talk the dead stuff. Talk to a bill that's behind. Talk to a man that ain't acting right. Talk to a child that's misbehaved. Talk to a problem. Talk to a situation. Be seated. But Pastor, if I do that, I'm going to think I'm crazy. I'm going to tell you something. Sitting there being broke going to drive you crazy. Now, I talk to stuff. I may not do it around you. I have to be careful who I do it around. But I will talk to some stuff. Jesus walked by a tree one day, a fig tree, thought it had leaves on it, got to it and saw it was a pretender, and he cursed the tree. Why? Because Jesus don't like pretenders. He don't like hypocrites. Spoke a curse to that tree. Said, no man will eat fruit off you ever again. The disciple walking with him, they probably look at him like, this man crazy, talking to trees. But tell your neighbor, it ain't what I say today that necessarily matters. It's when it come to pass tomorrow. It's when it come to pass next week. It's when it come to pass before the year. That's what's going to make your eyes buck. Y'all see, I'm preaching hard this morning. The Bible said then the next day as they walked, they were just casually walking by. Then all of a sudden Peter said, oh. Peter was surprised. He said, Master, the fig tree which you cursed yesterday is dead. Jesus was like, and what about it? I spoke a curse to it. But see, what they were looking at when he spoke to it, they thought something was going to happen on top. But when you talk to things, sometimes things start happening in places you can't see. Something. God, I'm preaching hard. See, listen. Something started happening at the root of the tree. See, when you speak the problem, it may not happen. It may happen on top surface, but at the root of the problem. See, in order to get rid of something, you got to deal with it at its root. It had already started drying up, but it was under the ground. They couldn't see it. That's when he told you, you don't walk by. Come on, where my preachers at? Where my belief? We don't walk by. We walk by. BC.